Hello there, welcome to the news on Nepal television. I am Rosina Rai, starting with the headlines first. Ruling Congress holding its parliamentary party meet today as well to discuss parliamentary deadlock, UML holding press conference. Heavy rain predicted in most parts of the country today as low pressure system major highways obstructed. Russia says a key bridge in Crimea targeted by missiles, a bridge that connects Russia to occupied Crimea attacked at least twice before. And Cristiano Ronaldo scores twice to help Al Nassr win its first Arab Club Champions Cup title, beats Al Hilal 2-1. Welcome back. Now we have the news in detail. The Nepali Congress is holding a meeting of its parliamentary party today as well. The parliamentary party that began on Friday is set to begin at 12:30 p.m. at the Lotse Hall at the Federal Parliament building in New Baneswar. Party whip Ramesh Lekhak said the party lawmakers will put forth their views on ongoing parliamentary impasse, party's effective role in Parliament and the matter of public concerns during the meeting. Meanwhile, party president and leader of the parliamentary party, Sher Bahadur Dewa, is scheduled to furnish responses to the queries and concerns raised by the party lawmakers during today's parliamentary party meeting. Meanwhile, the main opposition CPN UML is holding a press conference today to present its official stance on the recent one-quintal gold smuggling case and the ongoing parliamentary obstruction. It is learned the UML is organizing a press conference at the Central Party office in Chasal in Lalitpur at 12:45 p.m. Secretary of the UML Central Publicity and Publication Department, Gagan Bista, informed that the party will present its official view regarding the current political developments and the parliamentary deadlock. The party has been obstructing parliamentary proceedings, demanding the formation of a high-level committee to conduct an investigation into case related to smuggling of 100 kilograms of gold via Tribhuvan International Airport. Now we have a weather update. As the country is reeling under the influence of monsoon wind and the low-pressure system hovering near Nepal, moderate to heavy rainfall is predicted across the parts of the country today as well. This weather pattern is attributed to the influence of low-pressure system located around Bihar of India. Most parts of the country, including the Kathmandu Valley, are now receiving the rainfall. The Met Agency has predicted heavy rainfall accompanied by thunder in several areas, including Kosi, Bagmati, Gandaki, Lumbini, Karnali, and Sudupasim provinces this afternoon. It also warned that heavy rainfall could trigger increase in water level in many rivers, leading to inundation and landslides. It also advised all to maintain high alert against the possibility of natural disaster due to floods, landslides, soil erosion, and debris flow. Meanwhile, the continuous rainfall has led to the obstruction of major highways and roads across the country. The Road Division Office in Bharatpur has reported that the Mungling-Naranghat road section, prone to recurring landslides, is currently operational without disruptions. The road connecting Chatara Mulghat, Mazitar, Amarpur Dara, Ganesh Chowk along the Tamor corridor has also been obstructed at the Hewa River in Mazitar, Panchthar district. Similarly, the Tansen Ridi Korala road within the Kali Gandaki corridor is blocked at Baisari in Magdi. Similarly, Karnali River has intensified the erosion near the Tikapur Park at Tikapur 5 of Kailali district. With this, the nearby settlement is at an alarming risk of facing possible consequences from the Solan River. If the river happens to demolish the river embankment near the park area, settlement at wards number 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 will be submerged under waters. Bearing in mind the growing risk of flood, the Disaster Management Committee Tikapur Municipality has agreed to build a embankment with the help of locals and the Rani Jamara Kularia Irrigation Project, said Project Chief Kedar Kumar Shrestha. It has been reported that lately the river has started changing its regular course. Amidst this situation, the local government has implemented a system to alert the locals to possible consequences through a siren and mobile text. We still have more updates on the side. Stay with us. Time for a short break. Welcome back. You are on Nepal Television News, and now we have updates from International Front Line. 2 Ukrainian missiles have targeted a bridge linking Russia to the annexed Crimean Peninsula, Moscow says. Videos on social media shows plumes of smoke rising near Kerch Bridge. Russia's defense minister said S-200 missiles had been used and shot down, causing no damage. Ukraine has not commented on the alleged attack. There have been at least 2 other attacks targeting the bridge in the past few months. The Kerch Bridge was opened in 2018 and enables road and rail travel between Russia and Crimea, Ukrainian territory annexed by Russia in 2014. It is an important resupply route for Russia forces occupying parts of southern Ukraine. Now to the further development. 89 people have been confirmed killed in the Maui Fire that razed the historic town of Lahaina, marking the most deadliest fire in the century. The number of victims could rise significantly, Hawaii Governor Josh Green warned on Saturday. As forensic work continues to identify the victims, hundreds remains unaccounted for, while hundreds of other feel shelters across Maui after feeling the flames. While the wildfires are now largely under control, efforts to fully extinguish them are continuing in parts of the island, including around Lahaina, which has been devastated. An emergency meeting between Western African nations on the coup in Niger has been postponed indefinitely as concerns over the health of detained President Mohamed Bazoum increase. Members of the Economic Cooperation of West African nations were due to meet in the Ghanaian capital, Accra, on Saturday to discuss how to tackle the Niger crisis after they approved the deployment of a standby force to restore constitutional order. At a previous summit last week, ECOWAS warned it could intervene militarily and set August 6 as a deadline for the military to restore democracy and free Bazoum. However, no military action followed when the deadline lapsed. To the more updates, before that, let's have a quick look into the highlights of the site. Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. Now, remaining international headliners. Pakistani Senator Anwar ul-Haq Kakar has been named as a caretaker Prime Minister to oversee national elections. The Prime Minister's office has said, following a meeting between outgoing Premier Shehbaz Sharif and opposition leader Raza Riaz Ahmad. The little-known senator from Balochistan, Pakistan's least populous province, will head an interim government until the next vote. Kakar is listed as an independent politician by the Senate, but is reported by local media to be a part of the Balochistan Awami Party, which is widely considered to be close to the country's powerful military. Pakistan's parliament was dissolved on Wednesday by law, and elections should be held within 90 days. Now to the further development. Hundreds of people in South Korea took to the streets of Seoul on Saturday to protest against Japan's continuous plan to release treated nuclear wastewater into the Pacific Ocean. Tokyo is set to release the water from the tsunami-hit Fukushima nuclear plant later this month. It has been approved by the UN nuclear watchdog, and South Korean assessment found it meets international standards. But protesters fear marine life will be destroyed and seafood contaminated. Fishing and seafood industry groups in Japan and the wider region have voiced concerns about their livelihoods, as they fear consumers will avoid buying seafood. Before moving ahead, let's have the highlights first. China has become the leading exporter of automobiles in the first 6 months of 2023, topping Japan with half a year. Chinese electric cars witnessed an increase in sales worldwide. The report mentioned that major Chinese automakers exported 2.14 million vehicles from January to June. As per the data obtained from the China Association of Automobile Manufacturers, CAAM, the number of exports has risen by almost 76% for the year, while the Japan Automobile Manufacturers Association indicated that Japan remained at 2.14 million, with an increase in exports by 17%. China was already ahead of Japan with high exports with January-March quarter. The rise in exports comes with the development of the electric vehicles industry and its increasing demand in European and Russian markets. Moving on to sports now. Cristiano Ronaldo scored twice to help Al Nassr win their first Arab Club Champions Cup title, despite finishing with 9 men after extra time. The Portuguese forward 38 played a key role as Al Nassr came from behind to beat fellow Saudi side Al Hilal 2-1. Ronaldo scored again in the first half of extra time to seal his first trophy since his lucrative move. However, the 5-time Ballon d'Or winner was carted off with 5 minutes left following a collision. Just 2 days before, his side's Saudi Pro League opener against Steven, the former Real Madrid, Manchester United and Juventus forward, agreed move to the Saudi Pro League in December and helped his side finish runners-up last season. With this, we come to the end of this news bulletin, but before we say goodbye, quick reminders of the headlines once again. Ruling Congress holding its parliamentary party meet today as well to discuss parliament deadlock. UML also holding press conference to make public its view. Heavy rain predicted in most parts of the country today as well owing to influence of a low pressure system. Major highways obstructed. Russia says a key bridge in Crimea targeted by missiles, a bridge that connects Russia to occupied Crimea attacked at least twice before. And Cristiano Ronaldo scores twice to help Al Nassr win its first Arab Club Champions Cup title, beats Al Hilal 2-1. Well, this is all we have for this moment. Until our next bulletin, have a good day ahead. Namaste.